The team sheets are in, and after what has been a big week of speculation, skipper Scott Pendlebury has been named in the side to take on St Kilda on Friday night. Collingwood media caught up with the captain after training today and asked him about that widely talked about ankle.
It's a big game. St Kilda have been playing good footy the first 2 weeks, and they're similar to us, a young, exciting list that pressure the ball, and we've got our work cut out for us tomorrow night. But as you mentioned, it's great to finally be back on the G. It's been a long time coming, and can't wait to hear the Army chant. It's been an interesting week, all about recovery and just trying to do everything I can to make sure I get up for the game.
Great to see Scott in the side there. Welcome to the show. I'm Sarah Allen, and joining me is fan favourite and champion defender Simon Prestigiacomo. Presti, it's quite an honour to have you in the team sheet studio.
Thanks, Sarah. Great to be here. Now, I did get called Humphrey B. Bear during my playing days, so hopefully you can get something out of me today and we can have a good chat during the show.
Let's hope so, because we have two inclusions in the side this week, so very exciting news for Collingwood fans. Let's start with your end, the defenders. We have Alan Tuvey, Nathan Brown and Marley Williams. In front of them, we have Tom Langdon, Jackson Ramsey and the informed Jack Frost, who's coming off that great performance against Taylor Walker.
He is indeed, and it's really going to be very interesting to see who Frosty lines up on tomorrow night. Now, last year against the Saints, he ran on a range of opponents, including Nick Riewoldt and the recently departed Reece Stanley. Now, having played in the same position as Frosty, I've really enjoyed watching him develop and play over the past 18 or so months. I really think he'll go on to be a 200-game star for the Pies.
Well, he's well on his way. Last year he was the only Pies player to play every single match in 2014. Let's look at the midfielders. Our ruckman is Brodie Grundy. He'll be supported by Taylor Adams, Scott Pendlebury. In front of them are Travis Varco, Dane Swan and Jack Crisp. In the forward line, we have Jamie Elliott, Jesse White and Tim Broomhead, as well as Tyson Goldsack, Travis Cloke and Jared Blair. On the interchange, we have our two inclusions for this week, Corey Gault and Sam Dwyer. They join Paul Seedsman and Adam Oxley. And exciting news on the emergency list this week, Darcy Moore, the son of club champion Peter Moore, has been named as an emergency for the first time. He's joined by Patrick Karnitzis and Jordan De Goey. Now, as we saw there, Corey Gault lines up for just his second match of his career. Collingwood media spoke to the 22-year-old a short time ago.
Been pretty close for a couple of weeks in a row now. So yeah, it's good to finally get the chance and play against St Kilda this weekend. First full pre-season for the club. Yeah, it's been really good. Been able to do every session pretty much. So I feel really fit, and that fitness helped me in the NAB Cup, and I thought I had a really strong NAB Cup and was in the mix for every game and so far, so it's finally good to get the call up. Yeah, it's been really promising just knowing that I've been in the mix every week. It's been good just knowing that if things go my way, I'll be in the side, so I've been lucky enough to get picked this weekend, so I'm really just excited to get out there. I'll mainly be playing up forward, so deep forward with Trav and Jesse, and then a bit of a rotation in the ruck as well. My debut was against Hawthorn on a Friday night, so I know what Friday night footy's like, and I've just been really hungry to get another taste of AFL footy, so that's what really drove me throughout the pre-season and weeks leading up to now.
Now, it looks like Bucks is really going to try and stretch the defence, bringing in a third tall to complement Jesse White and Travis Cloke. Interestingly enough, last time we played St Kilda in round 11 last year, we went with the three talls, and in that game we kicked 21 goals, which is actually our highest total for the season.
Let's hope we can do the same again tomorrow night. Now, this week, our forwards assistant coach Steve Grace came into the team sheet studio to highlight Jared Blair's improvement in front of goal last week.
A growth area for Jared Blair in his game has been his offensive threat. Throughout the pre-season, we've looked at various ways with his running patterns and his crumbing, or especially because his defensive aspects of his game and his pressure are super at an elite level. So here you'll see two or three clips. First two clips are from the first round versus Brisbane. And looking here at Jared and getting in position, not past the ball, staying close, working to the chest of the defender, working to the chest of the forward. Just doesn't finish, doesn't get himself side on enough and doesn't get the ball to rotate. So he's got the choice there of running up front or running around the corner. Here is another clip from the same game. Jared gets himself in a great position, comes away from the marking contest, around the front, working to the chest of the defender and the forward. Usually clean below his knees, gets a good block from Billy Elliott, and tries a check side kick. It doesn't quite work. Now these are areas of his game that are a continual improvement. In particular, the last couple of sessions after the first game that we worked on it. Here you see growth. The latest game from the weekend, round 2. He gets around the front, one touch, and finishes beautifully. So you can see that the growth in his game, that he's continually improving in, and that he's improved in over the last couple of training sessions, putting himself in the position to be able to crumb, and then secondly being able to finish. So good growth in Jared's game.
Gracie's been a great addition to the Collingwood Footy Club since he's come over from the Fremantle Footy Club a couple of years ago.
Indeed he has been. Presty, thank you so much for your time on Team Sheet tonight. And thank you for tuning in and watching the ins and outs of our side for round 3. It's now time for Friday night under the lights at the Magpie Collingwood ground. Go Pies!